Welcome back to another episode of This Monster Wants to Eat Me. So in the previous and first episode, we got kind of like a vibe check of the entire show, which I am very, very, very happy with. I think it was a fantastic first episode. So it established obviously the main character who wants to die basically, but it seems like she obviously doesn't have either the courage or she just doesn't have it in her to, take that last step. But now there's a girl who showed up and she's like, actually, I'm gonna eat you, but not just yet. I'm gonna wait a bit more because, your blood is like really tasty. I'm guessing that's why she also like, it seems like she's attracting some stuff. It seems like everyone is kind of like attracted to her blood or whatever, because she's supposed to be tasty. And yeah, the main character was like, oh yes, finally, someone can put me out of my misery, right? But also, as I said, the Shiori was like, actually, I'm not gonna do it just yet. So I'm gonna wait a bit, So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting seeing how I'm gonna guess that they're gonna get attached to one another, or at least one is gonna get attached to the other and stuff, and there's gonna be a really interesting dynamic there. But let's find out. So if you wanna watch this uncut and unblurred as always on Patreon in the description, and let's go into This Monster Wants to Eat Me, episode 2. Mm.
私は君を食べに来ました。今日からこのクラスの一員となる大見しおりさんだ。
大見。
私を死なせてくれるかもしれない。
I love the way that this slowly builds up the vibe of the unsettling feeling, and it takes its time with setting up the vibe of the show, which I absolutely love. So many interesting things in the opening that I had no idea what they mean. Okay. The boys.
もしかして今ここで私を。
She's in the main character seat. はじめましてや。Oh, this is so good. The OC also adds so much to the entire atmosphere of this. This is not the vibe that I expected, I'm gonna be honest.
優しいですね。別に私も好きで作ってるわけじゃないし、適当なお昼ご飯だとニコちゃんがうるさいから。
Aww. It sounds like a nice friend.
お腹もあまり空いてないし、お気持ち
Trying
だ
to
け
take
いた
care of
だい
her.
ておきますね。あ、そう。それに私が食べたいのは
Ah, here it is.
君だけですし。しおりさんは本当に妖怪なの？ええ、まあ、そうですね。
Hmm.
本当に私を食べに来たの？はい、そうですね。だったら、どうして昨日私を食べなかったの？ひなこは私に食べてほしかったんですか？
Hmm. She's figuring it out.
それは、そんなこと。そうですね。例えば、君の作ったそのお弁当、その中に入っている豚も牛も、それぞれに適切に潰す時期というものがあるんです。
Crazy. Crazy.
その適切な食べ頃を家畜が
You're basically just
見つけるため
livestock.
に、農家の人間は家畜の体調管理を欠かさないし、外敵から家畜を守るために小屋や柵を作りますね。他にも肉質を良くするためにストレスのない環境。さっきから何の話？
She's calling you livestock.
ねえ、ひなこ。家畜に食べ頃があるのなら、人間にだって食べ頃があると思いませんか？
Hmm.
何を考
She's letting you marinate for a bit.
でも、そんなの当然だ。この人は、私とは、人間とは違う存在なんだ。ですからひなこ、たくさん食べて、早く、大きく健康に育ってくださいね。
Yeah, this is actually some Hansel and Gretel stuff.
ひなこ？ひなこ？お弁当食べないんですか？おーい。おいしい。
Hmm.
私は、君を食べに来ました。昨日、そう言ったくせに、食べ頃って何？いつ私を食べるかはあの人次第って
Yeah,
こと？
yeah, she kind of does.
それなら、
Oh,
それなら
oh.
あのまま死なせてくれればよかったのに。深い深い海の底、私の心は沈んだまま。早く、誰でもいいから早く、お願いだから早く私を。あの日からずっと、私の望みは一つだけ。ダメだ。あの人じゃないと。きっと、
I love the
私の望み
OST.
は叶えられない。
The car crash.
もう少し、もう少しだけ待っててね。私も彼女を信じて待ってみよう。遠い昔に失った大切なものを胸に抱いたまま、あの 美しい怪物がその手で私の望みを叶えてくれる。その日まで。
Oh, oh my god, what a scene. What a scene. So I wonder if somehow in some way this is gonna go in a direction of, Shiori actually, even though she presents herself as the harbinger of death and stuff like that, and like her kind of like fattening her up and then eventually eating her. I wonder if she was maybe she's doing the opposite, kind of like giving her, giving her the information, hey, I will eat you. I will, I will ease your pain. I'll put you out of your misery. But wait a bit longer. I wonder if she's saying that, but actually she's kind of doing a reverse thing where she's actually trying on purpose to help her out get through this, I don't know. I don't think so. I think she genuinely does have every intention to eat her, but I wonder if maybe she's just saying that, but also has different intentions, so it could be the case. I like her. She's fun. Wrong seat. Farzo is such a good VA. Ah, okay. Shit. Ooh. She no longer has the protagonist seat. Oh, she has the MC seat now. Okay. Yep, been there before. Hmm.
教室移動前に職員室に来い。
She is fun.
やだじゃない。
ミコちゃんはいい子だよ。昔から変わらずよくしてくれるし。
Yeah, she seems like a great friend.
人みたいに変に気を使ってきたりしないし。あの事故の後も。ひなこ？だから、ミコちゃんのことは食べたりしないでね。急に黙り込んだと思ったらそんなことですか。大丈夫ですよ。彼女面白いけど、あんまり美味しそうではないので。あれ？今なんか告白もしてないのに振られた気がする。美味しいとか美味しくないとか、そんなに違うものなの？まあ、妖怪にも好みがありますからね。若い男を好むもの。赤ん坊ばかりをさらうもの。処女だけを
Damn.
妊婦だけを襲うもの。君のようにほとんどの妖怪が食べたいと思う匂いの人間は
I see.
人間にはわかりませんよ。
You think it's that it's like kind of the smell of like gloom and depression? I feel like a lot of people would give off that smell though, if that were the case.
美味しいとか美味しくないとか自分じゃよくわからないけど、そんなに珍しいんだ。いえ、まあそれもですけど、ほとんどの妖怪が君を食べたがってると伝えても全く怖がらないんですから。どうしてかなって。この人の海色の瞳は私の深い場所まで見透かしてくるみたいで。それは困る。だってしおりさんが他の妖怪から守ってくれるって言ったから、そうですね、その通りです。他の妖怪には君の指一本爪一枚くれてやるつもりはありません。私に任せておいてください。
Hmm. What direction is this gonna go in? I can't
まだ
tell.
いるか？
はい。
転入手続きのことでいいか？
はい。
記入漏れがあってな。
ひなこ。
で、ここにハンコな。
はい。じゃあ来週持ってきます。はあ。やれやれ。人間の社会っていつの時代も面倒
The
で
era may change. She's a hag.
さらわれちゃいましたか。
Smile Mart. Family Mart.
先生タイミング最高だよね。帰りまでひなこ取られるかと思ってヒヤヒヤしたし。みこちゃん、買い食いなんてまた先生に怒られちゃうよ。じゃあひなこも共犯。なんだか今日人多いね。
まあ、
ずる。ああ、そっかそっか。ほら、これ。今日夏祭りじゃん。
it's today?
金魚すくいしてもいい？
Ah,
去年の
I'm guessing she has memories from it.
だからお友達いるでしょ。そうだったね。金魚、ひなもやりたい。ひなこもやりたいよな、金魚すくい。もうパパがいいって言ったらね。
Yeah.
ひなこ、今年はさ、一緒に夏祭りに行かない？
Is she gonna go?
ごめんね。
Hmm. She can't go.
そんなに謝らないでよ。もう私こそ無理言ってごめんね。花火だけならひなこの家からでも見えるもんね。わざわざ人混みの中に行くことないもんね。今日すっごく暑いし絶対人多いし、それに
Hmm. She's so pale as well. I feel like they're doing a good job at showing how much paler her complexion is. Compared to Miko.
みこちゃん、本当にごめんね。浴衣めっちゃ似合ってるじゃん。花火見る場所取っておこうよ。花火何時からだっけ？先に屋台回ろうぜ。お父さんお母さんも早く。 に寝ちゃってたんだろう。はーい。今出ます。
Is it Shiori? I'm gonna guess it is.
眩しいほどの夕日に潮の匂い。こんばんは。まだ明るいのにこんばんはなんて、なんだか変な感じですね。夏祭りのお誘いに来ました。夏祭り？はい、ここの近所でやってるんですってね。花火も上がるみたいですし、一緒に行きましょうよ。ごめんなさい。私、人混みが苦手で、ミコちゃんにも誘われたけど、断ったの。だから悪いけど、他は当たって。ダメです。嫌です。許しません。ひなこ、前にも言いましたけど、私は君が完璧に美味しくなるまで責任持って育てたいんです。それは聞いたけど、それと夏祭りと何の関係が。大ありですよ。なんで？いいですか、ひなこ。健全な肉体は健全な精神の賜物です。心身ともに健やかでなければ最高に美味しい状態とは言えません。なのに君と来たらせっかくの祭りだと家に引きこもって。これじゃいつまで経っても君を
Oh,
食べら
well,
れないじゃない
no,
ですか。
that is... Oh, it's about to end, so I'm not gonna say it.
ほら、
I'm not gonna
花火が始
pause
まっちゃい
now.
ますよ。早く着替えてきてください。
That is very interesting. That changes
君
a
をお
lot
祝い
here.
しに行きましょう。
Wow. Wow. Okay, that one sentence there. Okay, so that... Wow, okay. That was a really interesting way to end it. So, first of all, well, I guess let's talk about it instantly. So, the entire thing of her saying you need to be in both your physical peak and also your mental peak. That one addition there, I don't think she said it before, right? Unless I missed it, but that I feel like that changes a lot here. If she needs to be in her mental peak, and I'm gonna guess by mental peak she means like mentally healthy, right? I mean, I don't think she has any kind of different definition for peak there. That kind of gives us a bit more of a direction for the entire show. I'm guessing it's gonna be Shiori trying to basically fix her. Basically helping her out to be mentally healthy, to get back on her feet, right? Which is interesting. Okay. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. That gives us a big direction for the show. I really like Miko. I really like her. I think she's a great friend. But I do think that sometimes when dealing with a person like this, right, when they are having this kind of problem, you do need to be a bit more... Sometimes you do need to stand your ground a bit more, like how Shiori is doing here, and actually, in a way, dragging her out of her room and stuff like that, right? I feel like Miko... I don't know. I think she has all the best intentions, but I do think that she may be a bit more passive in this. Maybe it's because she's been trying to do stuff for the past, I don't know how many years it's been since the accident, right? And maybe she's kind of gotten to the point where, you know, she knows how, like, that whatever she does doesn't really have too much of an effect on her. Maybe she kind of not gave up necessarily, but she knows Hinako enough to know, like, you know, what works or doesn't work. But I feel like I feel like what Shiori is doing here is usually can be a really positive thing, right? She's actually basically dragging her out of the room and being like, hey, no, listen to me. You're going out. I'm not taking no for an answer, right? We're going out. It can backfire at some points, obviously, being too forceful, but yeah, I feel like you have to be a bit forceful at times to, you know, drag people out of their room and drag people out of their own misery like this. So that's gonna be really cool to see, though. I think Miko is my favorite. Actually, I mean, I really like Hinako as well. I'm not too sure on Shiori yet, but I feel like I am going to like Shiori if this is gonna be the direction that we're gonna be going in. As I said, yeah, I really like Miko, though. I really like these really positive, hyper optimistic characters like her, and also Farzai is just doing such a good job at voicing her. I feel like one of my favorite things about this show so far is just seeing 3 incredible VAs. It's Hinako is Ueda Reina, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then it's Yui Ishikawa and Farzo Ai, just all talking to one another, and it's so good. Just listening to their voices is enough for me to be like, oh, this is so good. But also the OST is fantastic. One thing that kind of takes me out a tiny bit at times in this episode, specifically, didn't happen in the previous one, was all of the, you know, pens to like a happy, or like the moment where I don't know what do they call those moments, but there are moments where it feels like, this kind of like funny moment or happy moment, kind of like this flash of colors and stuff, and it takes me out a tiny bit, especially since the sad OST, or not the sad OST, but the vibe OST that is playing throughout the entire show keeps playing throughout those scenes. So it doesn't seem like a funny moment, but also visually it kind of feels like it's supposed to be a bit of a funny moment. That kind of takes me out a tiny bit, but apart from that, I'm excited to see, what else they're gonna do with this. I wonder what exactly Shiori is gonna, what her plan is gonna end up being, and I wonder if, like, what direction romantically, because I do think that this has a romance and stuff in it. I wonder what direction they're gonna go in. Is it gonna be a triangle, romantic triangle, or not? I don't know if Miko actually likes her. We haven't gotten any kind of confirmation. I don't like speculating too early on that. Obviously, we saw Miko react a bit when she saw the hand on Hinako's shoulder and stuff, but that could also be because we know that Miko is very protective as a friend also over Hinako, right? Because she's been helping her out so much for this long, and also she knows how vulnerable Hinako is. So it could genuinely be a reaction out of like concern and stuff from a friend. So I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. I don't think there needs to be a triangle, but also I would be interested to see if there is gonna be one. And yeah, because obviously it does seem also like Shiori and Hinako are gonna have something happening there, right? So I'm curious, but we'll find out, I guess. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.